A flood disaster on a staggering scale is unfolding in the Himalayas, and there are grave fears for dozens of missing Australians.
An ice avalanche triggered the emergency in Nepal's border region, popular with tourists, close to Kathmandu and not far from Mount Everest. At least 177 people have died in the tragedy, and we warn this report is confronting.
The security camera video is silent, but the men you can see running are hearing the terrifying roar of an unstoppable wall of water, and few would escape. Around 8:30 local time yesterday, a catastrophic flash flood of unprecedented scale, roaring down valleys and collecting riverside towns with unimaginable violence. Those caught in its path stood barely a chance, running, swimming, drowning. Here, workers at water level, with the level suddenly racing towards them.
Oh my God.
The uphill battle of their lives. Another security camera captures the moments before. People in panic, then the black water arrives, lifting buses and buildings, leaving nowhere to hide. Here, kids in a school bus. The driver floors it as the floods give chase. Bridge after bridge collapsed under the weight of water and debris. Another here, snapping in two, carried downstream. It moved fast and with force. Everything in its path destroyed with terrifying ease. The casualty figures moving upwards quickly as well. More than 1,000 missing, many of them tourists, 600 so far. At least 34 are Australian.
I'm just trying to get in touch with my parents. I just want to know they're okay.
Shitrak Sharma, fearing for his parents Sumesh and Krishna.
I just want to hear their voice again. I just want to talk to them again. I just want to see them again.
They were part of this tour group. A final photo before they set off. 15 Australians on a pilgrimage, all now missing, including two families.
Two children, the small one, I know that's 11 years old.
Company owner Sagar Pandey hired a helicopter to search for them. They'd just finished breakfast at their hostel, a 4-story concrete building.
All the buildings, all the hotels, all the civilizations, both in Chinese and Nepal side has been swept away. And there is nothing is left.
Also missing, Narayan Panthi from Brisbane.
Good morning.
He posted this video from Ground Zero just 2 hours before the water smashed through.
Our thoughts are with all those who'll be concerned about their loved ones today.
The government warning Australian numbers may grow, help now being dispatched.
We are currently deploying further DFAT personnel, including crisis response experts, to the region.
The cause, scientists say, a landslide of glacial ice and rock in the mountains blocking waterways that eventually burst. A Himalayan tsunami, leaving so many with no chance. Riverside towns left inside the river, submerged. The water levels here at the height of the power cables. Here, a resident races outside, his home under threat, the car already gone. Tons of debris, now weightless. Bridges no longer crossing the rivers, but carried by them. More than 200,000 Nepalese live in Australia, already confirmation of a Sydney relative lost.
Absolutely, very, very sad. You could see the sadness in her eyes. Not just her, even here with my colleagues, most of are from Nepal.
But for this busful of 16 Australians, a lucky escape. They just left the avalanche zone.
I would have died there. I would have died and all my members would have been dead.
But now cut off from routes home.
We are not scared at the moment, but we are stressed about how we get back.
The search for survivors, a battle against time and mud, with fears already the toll may soar.
Maybe thousands, it reaches many thousands.
The unlikely aftermath of a tsunami at altitude. Chris Reason, 7 News.
The treacherous terrain is hindering rescue efforts. Hugh Whitfeld explains how this all happened.
The path of destruction is devastating. The epicentre is at the Nepal-China border in Tibet, where that border building was wiped out. But the wall of water kept going down the valley, following a river for at least 70 kilometres. It started high up in the Himalayas. A glacier rumbled loose. It actually registered as an earthquake, 5.2 magnitude. It wasn't a quake, but a wall of ice roaring down the mountain. At one stage, stopping. That meant water and debris backed up, but then burst through these narrow valleys. The mountains either side so steep, creating a flood of such terrifying force. From the satellite, you can see the glacier here before and then after. Look at the scar in the valleys. Everything has been wiped out. The geography also making rescue and recovery efforts very difficult.
And Hannah Ford is at the Adelaide Nepal Consulate. Hannah, community members are wrapping their arms around each other tonight.
That's right, Rosanna. There are tens of thousands of Nepalese in South Australia, many of them in shock and in mourning. Some have gathered here to light candles and support one another tonight as they wait for news about relatives missing and feared dead. Many tragic stories are only now starting to emerge. Houses with entire family members washed away.
3 of my relatives, so we got missing. And I also got a call a few minutes ago from one of the Nepalese friend, and he said his close friend, family friend, the whole family got lost.
It's unclear if any South Australians are among the missing yet, but we are hearing stories of close calls. One local travel agent telling 7 News a tour group of 30 people, many from Adelaide, only just left the region before tragedy struck. Luckily, all of those travellers are safe. A candlelight vigil is being organised by the community for the weekend too.